Good morning and welcome to my very amateur channel. This is Carl. It is February, the doldrums, President's Day, and I'm a little depressed. Haven't camped since Thanksgiving, November. And so I thought, maybe to pick me up, we don't have a trip planned until March, but a pick me up would be to not go camping, but to actually work on the camper. And today I'm going to try to reclaim some space. There's, at the entry door, there's some space there where we might be able to layer shoe shelving. Why not show you a trailer again, do some projects, and yeah, get ready for the spring and summer. Looking forward to camping again. Let's go inside and take a look. By the way, one of the more recent projects, this face on the RV lock had deteriorated. It had black tape on it and stuff, so you can actually replace that. It's pretty cheap, just like a sticker that goes over it. So yeah, that's a little quick tip. But let's go up into the trailer. Apologize for the view. It's just been kind of sitting here dormant for a while. But so for the shoes, what I'm talking about is this space here. We've got a few shoes already jammed in here, but if you look up, if you go up, there's actually a bit of empty cavity up there. So I'm gonna try to put in a double-decker shoe shelf there. And I think the main difficulty here is that this whole panel needs to come off so I can get behind here and then resize that and put a shelf down here below. Now I think the next step will be to, I'm going to take this rack off and see if there's hopefully this board is not the same as this board, so I can just take off this lower section. Alright, good news. This is a separate panel than this one. I guess that doesn't surprise me too much. So you can see the trim edge here does not cover the panel, so this whole panel should just pop off. Zipper on top. I'm going to try to pry this off and pop off this panel. And I guess the good news about working on a trailer is that everything's put together lightweight staples. It's all stapled together, so it's generally pretty easy to come apart. And this, again, this is if you're curious, this is not wood. It's like, I don't know what it's called, but it's like heavy cardboard. Got more staples on this side, and the panel's off. So a little behind the curtain. So this board is screwed into the outer wall, which is fine. This bottom board is got a staple holding it on. I don't know how this one's attached yet. Stapled too, I suppose. I may not take that one off. So to take off this the bottom board, because we're gonna extend this up. It looks like it's just stapled down. The board behind it's just stapled, not even attached to the sideboard. So there you go. No, maybe not. The next question is what am I going to do? How am I going to get this board off, or am I going to take this off, or I don't want to take it off. So I think I'm going to find out how far it goes up. I'll drill maybe up here and then cut it with a tool coming across this way. All right, so this is the next tool. My father-in-law got COVID during the holidays, during Christmas, and he had underlying conditions, and yeah. In the end of the day, I've inherited some of his tools, so yeah, I'm going to use this reciprocating saw, I think it's called, and I'm going to try to cut this panel off. So the good news here is that this vibration doesn't seem to be too bad. So So I've got a little notch here up to the beam of below here. Now hopefully I got enough leeway I can cut across and back this way to get it flush with that. Well, I used the tool to cut across here. Looks pretty clean, so I'm just gonna I'll have to manufacture this to fill it in. Well, that was nice streak there. I'm gonna come back and then just cut. This is flesh. I want to come back and just cut across there. But I think I'm pretty happy. The demolition's kind of done. So just there's a board underneath here, and then I'm gonna reattach this. Cut the panel, bring the panel down to here, and then slap a board underneath it. Just went back and made my first attempt to start working on reattaching the fascia here. So elbowed these out, and I'm just gonna attach them back in here now. Alright, so this little beam or little board's put back on. Now I'm going to put the fascia back on, and all I have to do is measure. I'm going to bring it down just a little below here so that I can, this much further down, so I can put a board across here. Put this panel in place. I'm going to clamp it down here at the bottom so that I can make sure it's positioned properly with a nailer, with a small finishing nail as opposed to a staple. So we'll see how this one goes. Yep, I think that's gonna hold fine. We'll just do this later, so this will be better. Putting in the little strip here on the side. Think about this cardboard slash wood. They leave little spots, so I'm just gonna come back with the varnish or whatever, and I'm gonna put this. I cut a small piece off of this. I'm gonna put it under here, and then I'm gonna come back and look for quarter rounds so that I can round this corner. The board's back, and the clips are back on, and I have this much more space, which I'm gonna come back with a shelf and put it across here. But all right, next step on the project, I've got a 3/8" board cut plywood, and now I'm going to, I've measured it so that this shoe can fit in, so customized for that shoe. And now to support these, this wall, the outside wall, I can just drill into put a shim underneath it. But over here, there's nothing here. The other side of that is the exterior wall. So what I do to compensate for that is I take little 1x1s or whatever, and I'm going to run one up here, and then I'm going to run one vertically, so I'm going to make a square. And I have these left over from a prior project. I found some scrap wood just in my garage, and I don't have quite the same router angle, but I think that'll look okay, and so I'm going to put that there. Just need to stain it. And like I said, I want to get some quarter round. I don't seem to have any, but I found this little stick and cut that off the link, and I'm going to put that on front of this plywood, just like that. So it'll create a little bit of a lip. Hey, welcome back. It's another day, and it's install day. I've got the pieces cut, stained, and polyurethane, and now just time to install it in the trailer. So here's the pieces I have cut. I've got a plywood. This is the piece of shelf. This is going to be an end cap on the plywood to cover up the edge. These are left over from another project, something I pulled out. Came with the trailer, but I pulled these out. So this is going to sit on underneath on this side up against the trailer wall, so I'll be able to attach it right to the wall. This one's going to go on this side, and then nothing to attach to because this side of the wall is just thin cardboard, so these are going to go vertically here to help support the shelf. So one on each side, and then this is the cap on the end. And unfortunately, one of the things I did is I didn't stain the top of it, and it's a little visible, so I'm gonna have to add a little bit of stain there. All right, good. Put a couple of these on. I've kept the short staple. We'll see if that works. I don't really have one in between. Well, I may have one in between, but actually what I need to do first before I put this on is I'm going to attach these two together. There we go. All right, little bridge. So now the question is, can I actually get this in? All right, how's this angle? Here's the test. Can we get it in? Can't really go that way. Crap. I can't get it in. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pop this off and come back in, and hopefully I can just push it right back down to where it was. So. So I've got a little bit of screw there. Shelf fits in. All right, so I'm back with the nail gun, and seems to attach. All right. Okay, I had forgot about that, but now that's in. So let's set this on. I was hoping to find the holes, but all right. So I've got a drill and a driver, and if you're in your house, you can put your shelf up and you can make it level, but in a camper's not necessarily level. So what I do is try to use just a measurement. So on this side it's 8.5, and so I want to come over here and have it 8.5 also. So that's the shelf. Looks pretty good, I think. All right, back, and a little stain on the end of the seal here to make it less visible. Hopefully it doesn't come through the wall to the other side. All right, so little, like I said, just come back with some stain to cover up these staples. Yeah, it's too hard. I can't get it in. So these are old marks. Let me see if I can't get those in. Well, there you go. Another job complete. I maybe want to put some quarter round on the edge here, but don't have any of that right now. So may come back with that later. But I don't know how much work this took. 3 hours, 3-4 hours. But I probably only gained 3 pairs of shoes, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's not something that is a huge improvement, but it's a little nook that's now usable for more storage. So there you go. I think I said something about doing the microwave, but it's 40 degrees today, and that'll have to wait for a warmer day. There you go. Hope you enjoyed, and if you don't mind, you could like and subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. Appreciate it. Peace. Oh yeah, let me get you let me get you a picture of the stain. So it's you may not be able to read it very well here, but it's ebony. Yeah, basically I recommend if you're going to do this, just go out and get the darkest stain you can. So